ブリーチ
Okay, let's read chapter 61 of Bleach. Lesson 2, Shattered Shaft, which sounds terrible. Don't ever do that. Some people, I don't really recognize people, but that looks like maybe someone. I don't know. Okay, this is different. I think. All right, so this is like immediately into the splash page. Normally we get a couple pages and then something like this. Apparently we're right into it. And then for whatever reason, we're also getting this immediately. We usually get an art like this at the end of the chapter. So a little bit odd. This is the final chapter of this volume. Maybe there's something going on here. Anyway, apparently those three characters are talking here. Achi? Yeah, that's right. That was chapter 61. Achi is atsui, like, ooh, it's hot. Nande konna fuyu mitai na shi nakatsu shichatan daro atashira. So why, like, these sort of winter-seeming yatsu things? Why these sort of winter-seeming things were we doing or wearing us? Okay, so it's a joke off of this. They're like wearing winter-like clothes in this snapshot. And now the after, like, ugh, like, why are we wearing these winter-like clothes? It's hot. Orihime tachi konakatta ne. So Orihime and everyone didn't come, right? Or didn't they? Ima goro nani shite daro, or nani shiten daro. What are they doing right now? Atashi mo kaete mo ii. So I already going home is good. Like, can I go home already? Are these the classmates? Are these the classmates that, I don't know. Whatever. Let's just move on. Yosh. All right. ここなら誰にも邪魔されず修行に打ち込めるだろう? Okay, it's Ushida. If it's this place, by nobody being intruded or without getting in the way, training, like, we'll be able to focus on. Uchikomu. Devote oneself to. So I'll be able to devote myself to training without being interrupted by anyone. Bleach, Volume 7, Chapter 61. Wow, the last few days we've only had a chance to read Bleach. I've been so busy. It's kind of sad. It'll be the same today too, probably. Gasa. Okay, so he also is doing training. Everyone's doing training. Ah, ita. Oh, there he is, or existed, but that's usually what it means. Okay, won't be interrupted by anyone. Oi, Ishida-kun. Hey, Ishida-kun. There's the cat. Inoue-san? Inoue? To Chado-kun? And Chad-kun? Lesson? Okay, so I guess they talked a bit, and he's now saying a lesson. So the previous chapter ended with these two deciding to do training with the cat, and the cat made some comment about his lessons not being easy. So, that's right. Soul Society へ行くにはレッスンを受けろって言われて。We're told receive a lesson or take in a lesson as for going to the Soul Society. Or it was said, receive a lesson as for going to the Soul Society. どうせやるなら、石田君も誘おうと思って。However it is. Okay, we're not going to get that as like a... however it goes, Ishida-kun also, like, invite thinking. I'm thinking we should invite Ishida-kun also. そうか、I see. いや、君たちの霊力が最近急激に高めていたことは気づいていたけど、Okay, so I see, well, you guys, your spiritual strength lately violently increasing, or like dramatically increasing. Well, no, that's what this is. As for the event of it expanding violently or rapidly, noticed. So he's basically saying, I did notice that your reiryoku, your spiritual strength, your spiritual ability has rapidly increased lately. So again, takameru, we don't see takamaru a lot. And it would help if I spelled it right. Yeah, rise to swell. And kyugeki is like sudden and violent. Sudden, precipitous. Okay. Okay, so I have noticed that your spiritual strength lately has radically increased. Masaka. It can't be. Unbelievable. その形で話が進んでいたなんて. It's unbelievable with that sort of a shape or that sort of a form, proceeding with a story or the story proceeding like that. Demo, but Shiwa, as for the teacher, 一体誰の指導を受けるんだい? Who the hell's teachings will you receive, or can you receive? Shido is going to mean leadership, guidance, coaching. Yeah. Okay. This kitty cat. もう、誰っていうか、who you say? 実はその人、もうさっきから石田君の隣にいるんだよね。As for the reality, or in truth, that person already from earlier next to Ishida-kun is existing. So that person has been next to Ishida-kun now for some time, since earlier. Masaka. It can't be. Bah. そこまで完璧に気配を消せる人間が to that point perfectly presence able to extinguish person, or a person able to erase their presence that perfectly? わしじゃ. It's me. わ! Bikun! Shock. So we talked about this earlier. Washi, both washi and ja are something an old man would say. So the implication is this cat is an old man or quite old cat. Nanda, itai? What the hell? Nanda yo, koitsu wa. What is it as for this guy? Nani te iwarete mo? Even if it is said what, like even if we say what it is, ... Neko, a cat. 見りゃわかるよ、そんなことは. Like, I can understand that by looking, that sort of a thing. I can see that. 僕が言ってるのはどうして猫が喋ってるのかってこと。As for what I'm talking about, or as for what I'm saying, why or how a cat is it talking? も猫さすとは No, 指さすとは Oh, okay. 指さすとは this is like rude man. Something nayatsu. What would that be? It's ushinao. Or is it meiwaku? No, shike. It is shike. Okay. Shike nayatsu. So humph. As for finger pointing, that's what a rude guy. Huh? Yeah, shitsure. Like, oh, no, like, I'm sorry, like, I was being rude. So he heard that, I guess. 僕としたことが取り乱してしまった Okay. Like, me, I'm like thrown off. 取り乱した 取り乱す Yeah, like I'm messed up. I lost my composure, that sort of thing. 見苦しいところを見せたね. Shown like a difficult thing to see. I was shown a difficult thing to see. That maybe something like that. 全くじゃ certainly. Wholly. 猫が喋ったくらいで猫が喋ったくらいで情けないぞ小僧。喋ったくらいで Like to the extent of a cat talking is nasakenai. Isn't that shameful? Yeah. Okay. It's shameful.
Hello there.
Hello there. It's shameful, a shameful thing just with the extent of a cat talking. Sonny. In other words, he's saying like, I lost my self-composure, whatever, and that he's basically saying, indeed, just by seeing a cat talk, like how pitiful. Okay. Shaberu na! Don't talk! Boom. Okay, he tries to hit the cat jumps. 順応性の低いやつよ。少しは小娘を見習ったらどうじゃ? Okay, so 順応性 順応性 Adaptability low. So like you're a guy with low adaptability. As for a little bit, that little daughter, meaning her, how about watching and learning? How about watching and learning that little daughter? A little bit. 話の本題はそこではなかろう. As for the talking's topic, or as for the talking topic, or the topic of the story, to that place shall it become. Hondai should mean like topic or purpose. Yeah, the real issue at hand. So for as for getting to the point at hand, as for getting to the issue at hand, i.e. training, like shall it become? Like, shall we do it? そうだよ、Ishida-kun. That's right, Ishida. 猫が喋るくらい大したことじゃないじゃない? That's right, Ishida. A cat talking, it's not a big deal, isn't it? And Chad is like, いや、そうか? Like, no, like, really? 俺は軽くトラウマになってもいいくらいのびっくりだと思うが。Okay, what is a torauma? A tiger horse? Oh, or trauma. Not a tiger horse. Not a tiger horse. Okay. So, as for me, like light trauma becoming to a good extent of a surprise, I'm thinking. Okay. She's saying like a cat talking is not a big deal, like, isn't it? And he's thinking, like, I'm thinking it's a surprise, like I've had some sort of light trauma, like a blow to the head. Okay. 石田君だって、朽木さん助けに行くつもりなんでしょ? So talking about Ishida-kun, intending to go help or save Kuchiki-san, is it that? Is it probably that? だったら一緒に夜一さんのレッスン受けようよ. If that's the case, together, Yoruichi-san's lesson, let's receive. Yoruichi is the cat. Sekkaku da kedo. So sekkaku is like at great pains. Long awaited, with trouble. This is a polite way to start by saying, like, you went to a lot of trouble, but 僕は遠慮させてもらおう will receive being allowed restraint, as for me. He's basically saying, like, I'll bow out. I will receive being allowed to be restrained. In other words, not participate. なんで? Why? 夜一さんすごいんだよ. Yoruichi is incredible, isn't he? ここに来れたのだって夜一さんが石田君の礼儀たどってガイドしてくれたからで. Okay. So again, Yoruichi-san is incredible, right? To this place, able to come, or talking about how able to come to this place, Yoruichi-san, Ishida-kun's spiritual energy, tarote, followed. Okay, so the cat followed Ishida's spiritual energy, or spiritual spirit, Reiki, and did the favor of guiding. That's why. Buran. She just picks up the kitty. そういう問題じゃないんだ. That's sort of a problem it isn't. That's not the reason. Warui kedo, but I'm sorry. そのYoruichi-sanの力を信用してないとかじゃない. That Mr. Yoruichi, meaning the cat, that cat's strength, not believing in it or whatever, it isn't that. So it's not that I don't believe in the cat's strength. 僕はただ一人でやりたいだけだ. As for me, it's just alone, want to do it. It's just that. sore ni, in addition, okay, 僕はもともと朽木さんを助けに行く気なんてないよ. As for me, originally or from the start, Ms. Kuchiki, intent to go and rescue or whatever, it isn't. That does not exist. I have no intent to go to rescue her. Or saving or helping. 僕はただあの死神たちに負けた自分が許せないから修行をする. As for me, it's just oneself having lost to the Shinigami, not being allowable. It's because of that doing training. それだけだよ. It's just that. So he's just training because he lost to the Shinigami. Kuchiki-san nante shiranai wa. Shiranai na. Whatever about Kuchiki-san, I don't know. I'm not familiar with anything about Kuchiki-san. Oh. That's the kitty paw coming down with authority. Yoruichi-san? Kita tori ja. It's according to like what you heard. その構造にソウルソサイティへ行く意思はない. As for the volition or the will to go to the Soul Society, to that boy, it does not exist. So he has no desire to go to the Soul Society. ならば我々もここにはもう用はないはずじゃ. If that's the case, we also, as for being in this place, no longer, as for business, ought not to exist. So we no longer have any business here either then. Son? She's about to say sonna, like it can't be. Za. Iko Inoue. Let's go, Inoue. Ishida-kun, mata ki ga kawatta ra itsu demo itte ne. Okay, so Ishida, again, if your spirit or if your intent changes, whenever say. So basically, if you change your mind, you can say it whenever. Matteru kara, because we'll be waiting. Da. Gomen, Inoue-san. I'm sorry, Inoue. Dakedo, kono shugyo wa. But as for this training, okay, he breaks some sort of thing here. Bachin. Kata. Dare ni mo mirareru wake ni wa ikanai en da. By nobody, able to be seen reason will not go. So this training is not able to be witnessed or be seen by anyone. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Please, or it means a variety. It's usually yoroshiku onegai shimasu is often used in introductions. Oh, and I guess that's actually like a ko. Sensei, teacher. So like, please, teacher. Bah! Oh, is that gua? Okay, was that Ishida screaming or was that him screaming and we're transitioning? Maybe it was both of them. Shinu! Will die. Like, I'm gonna die. Sawagashii desu ne. Mattaku. So, like, you're being noisy. Completely. Buran. That's like swaying. He's swinging the chain that got cut. Soria. Sawagashii Sawagashiku mo naru wa. As for this thing, as for that thing, even if it sawagashiku mo, even if I make a noise, it will become. Sa wa gasu. The English went with what did you expect? So I kind of take that to mean like, even if I make a sound, like that's how it was supposed to be, or it's a reason for making a noise. Shiranei no ka? I'm not familiar. Shiranei no ka, or not familiar with. Ima temera no kita sono mune no kusari wa inka no kusari tsute kore kiru to konpako wa niro to karare ni modore naku. Okay. I think he's saying like, are you not familiar? Right now, as for the chest chain, or as for the chain of this chain of the chest that you guys cut just now, the chain of fate, it's called, this thing cutting as for the soul a second time to the body, not able to return. Okay. So that's why he's so upset, like, and why he was screaming, I'm gonna die. So again, the previous chapter ended with this guy swinging the chain down, an axe down and cutting the chain. Shitemasu yo, sonna koto. Like, we know, we're familiar with that, you know, that sort of a thing.
Oh, ha, 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 ha.
It is really funny, Don. Shitten no kayo? Like, you do know it? You are familiar? Masu masu haratatsu? Very much it was haratatsu. Oh, very much like getting angry. Haragatatsu is to get angry. Yeah. Like, that just makes me madder. Bun, bun, bun. So now the guy's sitting on him to hold him down. So, inkao no kusari o kitta ijo Kurosaki-san. So that's right. In addition to cutting the chain of fate, Kurosaki-san, anata wa mo nikotai ni wa modorenai. Shinu dake desu. As for you, no longer to the physical body able to return, and you will just die. Setsudan men kara. So from the severed end, or from the severed surface, which is why there's an arrow pointing here, jojo ni kusari no shinshoku ga hajimari. Jojo ni. Gradually, the chain eating, shinshoku. Erosion, erosion, encroachment begins. So it will slowly start, gradually erode from there. それが胸にまで達すれば, that thing, until the chest, if it tatsu, if it reaches the chest, 胸に穴が開いてホロになって The end. Heart. So, yeah, if it reaches in the chest, a hole will open and will become a hollow, and it's the end. And he throws confetti. Ah. No. What? So なのか? Like, really? これなくなるとホロに? This thing, when it becomes nothing, to a hollow. So I'll become a hollow when this thing becomes nothing. Oh yeah. Oh, 知らなかったんすか? Like you didn't know that? Igai? Is that Igai? That's unexpected? How, yeah, like that's unexpected. How surprising. Okay. Demo, however, 大丈夫. It's fine. 因果の薬が切れても, even if the chain of fate is cut, ホロにならず生き延びる方法が without becoming a hollow surviving method 一つだけあります. Just one exists. There's just one method, one way to survive without becoming a hollow. それは As for that, 死神になることです. It's becoming a shinigami. So you must become a shinigami. Soul. Oh, that's his response. Hype? Yeah. Soul. That's right. レッスン2とは死神の力を取り戻すためのもの. As for with lesson 2, it's the thing of the purpose of taking back the power of the shinigami. So this is the point of lesson 2 is to get your shinigami powers back. このレッスンを終えたとき this lesson, the finishing time, so when this lesson is finished, 君は再び死神の力を手に入れる. As for you, you will obtain a second time the power, the abilities of the shinigami. さあ、始めましょうか? Lesson 2. Well then, shall we begin? Lesson 2. Shatado, shauto. Oh, no, shafto. Oh, it's the name of the chapter. Shattered shaft. Shatado, which, anyway, shatado shafto. Shattered shaft. Which again, under normal circumstances, never shatter your shaft. Go! Is that a B? And just in case you want to know how to pronounce that, these strange characters. Okay, he points this way, go, and then a big hole opens up. Yeah! Suton. Or Suton. Ah! Oh! Oh. Shoo! びっくりしましたか? Oh, were you surprised? 私の最上級のfeinto ni? Oh, were you surprised by my like high level feint? Feint as in like a fake out. Were you surprised by that? 随分深いね. It's very deep, isn't it? They're still screaming. So he's like, this is really deep, isn't it? Gambarimashita. I did my best. Okay. Kuso, ano yaro. Damn it, that jerk. Ananda korea. Ude ga? What's this? My arms? That looks painful. Bakudo no kujuku. So something 99? Bakudo. Oh, we've seen Bakudo before. This is like the binding spell. This is what, Shibaru? Yeah, to tie or bind. So that's the Baku. The way of binding 99. If you knew as much grammar vocab as me, you'd have a hard time stopping reading as one of your favorites. King. Okay, so this is yeah, the way of binding number 99 or number 9 whatever. Forbidden. King. 勝手ながらこのレッスンの終わるまで like until finishing this lesson while randomly. 勝手ながら this must be a set phrase. 勝手ながら Okay, so kate usually means like freely, randomly, and then nagara usually means like while something is happening. But he's using it as kind of like a regrettable or that type of thing. Like until this lesson is finished, anata no ude o kin jisasete itarakemashita. Your arms will be made to be bound. They'll be made to have keen, forbidden, that spell. The other meanings of actually kate nagara appears to be like, it is presumed. I presume that. I don't know that quite works here. Or I'm taking the liberty. Maybe that's more appropriate. By an arbitrary decision. I don't think it's an arbitrary decision. Anyway, it's a little bit of a lead into the rest of this, which is your arms will be bound until this lesson is over. さあ、この状態でここまで上がってきてください. So here's Urahara at the top saying, well then, like through that condition, or basically while you're like that, up into this place, please ascend. Please get up here while you're like that. それが lesson 2. That is lesson 2. Shatado no shafto. So again, shattered shaft. And the kanji now that he uses are, I think that's like severed hopes. What would that be? Zetsubo? Yeah. Despair. This is like the pit of despair. So shafto, again, this is hole. And then this is some other kanji. Let's see if we can find out what this is. It's funny. Shattered shaft sounds like, with the absence of any other information, I would have said like a broken pole. He said shaft, I know. But it's supposed to be like shattered as in like despair. So it's like, it's supposed to be like the pit of despair. Oh, let's just try putting this one in. It's so dense. I can barely see. I think I know what that is. Oops. Yeah, that wasn't right, but there it is. There, that's it. Okay. Tate, vertical height. Yeah, there we go. Tate ana, a pit or a shaft. Tate ana. Anyway, yeah, it's supposed to be the pit of despair. It is a great program. Baka you're talking stupid. Dekiru ka yo sonna koto? How is it possible? That sort of a thing? Oh yeah. Oh my. Dekiru dekinai o ronjiteru hima wa nai desho? Possible or not possible, as for free time of talking about it, it doesn't exist, right? So he's like, oh my, there's no time to talk about whether it's possible or not possible. Hora, see? 侵食はすでに始まっていますよ。The erosion already, as for the erosion, already too late, it's beginning. And of course, it's not just dissolving, it has to be like mouths that have spiky tongues. And so kapa, and then we get this like buchi, which is the sound of one of the chains like breaking and flying off. Okay. Ouch. That is the end of the chapter. That's the end of the chapter. That's also the end of this volume. So let's see what we got here. Oh, and we get an extra art here. An extra art at the end of the chapter. One of those mouths with these spiky tongues. Lovely. Lovely. Are you ready? Here it comes. Okay, sorry. All right, let's take a look at the art and stuff at the end of the volume here. What do we? Oh, it's going to be RadioCon. There's likely going to be okay. Bleach Extra RadioCon. They introduced RadioCon in the last volume. I did not bother with all this, and we're not going to bother with it this time. It's a lot of Colm talking. It's going to be a lot of very particular dialogue. There you go. Freeze frame. Translate on your own. These are actually printed in the English volume, so if you want to do it, be my guest. We're not going to bother. Okay, that's it. Oh, and there's more. Oh my gosh. RadioCon 2. Su. This is a lot of stuff. This one's shorter. Maybe. Nope, it's still going. Okay, wow. Lots of stuff. I'm sure it's hysterical. And even more text. This looks like it's an interview or something. Wow, that is like, it's like a mini novel. Here we go. Look at the upper part here, the lower part. There you go. Oh my gosh. Look at that. They had a lot of extra space apparently. This looks like they're taking questions. So this happened eventually in One Piece. In One Piece, eventually there were like a Q&A. Fans would write in questions, and the author would answer them, and they were in the manga. So maybe we'll start to see questions from the fans after this. Okay, this is the first printing. This book was published in 2003. First printing of Bleach, Volume 7. And that is the end of Volume 7. So let's go ahead and do a preview of Volume 8. Wait, no. Here we go. Preview. That's not the right way. It's this way. Preview of Volume 8. The Blade and Me. New person. On the cover too. Yeah, we haven't been getting anything special under the covers. Yoruichi is on the character page now. Mostly the Urahara gang. Even Orihime and Chad have been pushed off. All right, here's going to be the chapters. Chapters for Volume 8. We will start reading that next time with, a bad ending in the shaft. We'll see what that's about next time.